Well, hey there, everyone. Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a great one. The market is looking pretty nice, actually. Up 4.2% in these last 24 hours. As you can see, Bitcoin up 4.7% now, just at about $39,000 at the time of this recording. Quite a few altcoins are up multiple percentage points. In some rare cases, up double-digit percentage points. I'm talking about you, Solana. I'm talking about you, Polkadot. A moment ago, Polkadot was up over 10%. Not the case right at this second. Theta Network up over 13% on the day. So this is nice to see. We're going to be discussing some major altcoins and some developments in this video. We'll be talking about Chainlink. We'll be talking about ZeroSwap. DAFI protocol is in the news, as is Secret Network. And then, of course, and as usual, at the end of this video, we're giving away $50 worth of ETH. Yesterday's winner is going to be announced again at the end of this video. So stay tuned to see if you've won that $50 prize in Ether. Guys, if you like this kind of content, of course, Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrency, altcoins, be sure to like and subscribe to Altcoin Buzz News. All right, I wanted to kick things off with a little bit of the macro perspective today, consideration of what's happening at a larger level. I've been saying this for months, if not years, but at least months, publicly, that I think the big elephant in the room, the biggest problem that we have in this space is inflation. 4.2% according to the CPI, the Consumer Price Index. Absolutely not. That doesn't take into account things like gasoline, food prices, home prices, which are skyrocketing. Doesn't take into account building materials, nor should it, but just for reference, it doesn't take into account the price of steel, the price of lumber, stuff like that. And speaking kind of from a Western American perspective, there's this $6 trillion spending proposal that's on the table right now. So this is something that I posted, I don't know, I guess it was about a month ago or several weeks ago. Let's center that for just a second. I posted this on the Instagram, and I stick to this. I think this is kind of like an early prophecy almost that is proving itself to be correct much sooner than we all expected. So I'll just read it briefly here. 2010, I'm a millionaire and I'm a Bitcoiner. 2020, I'm a millionaire and I'm a Bitcoiner. 2030, you can see more dilapidated, I'm a millionaire. I'm a Bitcoiner. And in 2040, there's rumor that, wow, he's got a whole coin, i.e. a whole Bitcoin to himself, lives up on a castle on the hill. The insinuation here is that the value of money was once actually something like, to be a millionaire in status was actually a very prestigious and a very exclusive status to command. Look, and that's still the case. If you're a millionaire, you're doing well. But the point is that with everything that's happening right now, with prices increasing the way they are, with free money being sent around, I mean, like, if I gave you $1 million of monopoly money, would you be proud? Would you consider that to be an accomplishment? We're moving in that direction, in my humble opinion, where the US dollar is slowly turning into monopoly money. And that's not a subjective opinion. I mean, maybe that term monopoly money is a little bit of an editorial, but the idea is that you can have X amount of dollars, I don't care what denomination, USD or otherwise they're in, if they have less and less purchasing power as time goes by, then who cares? Who cares what the value itself is? I could talk things, I could talk about like Weimar Germany, I could talk about Venezuela. As, by the way, a lot of prominent economists are saying we're going to be heading in that direction. Take a look at Michael Burry's recent comments if you're not up to speed on this. I'm not going to say any of that. What I am going to say is that whether it's the best or the worst of the current fiat options, the USD is just that. It's a fiat option. It's going to weaken in value with time. Whereas Bitcoin is always going to be fixed, and by extension, altcoins and the rest of crypto, although some of them are inflationary by nature, this is a space that's growing, that's adding value every single day. And yeah, we have major market crashes. We're down by 20, 30, 40, 50, 60% sometimes. But guys, when in doubt, zoom out. The trend is very clear, especially Bitcoin is here to stay. I think there's something about that 21 million fixed supply that is extremely appealing to more and more people right now in light of what I just described earlier, in light of the economic climate that we're experiencing right now. And, to the same extent, I would say Ethereum, that is going to become deflationary in the very near future, is becoming an extremely appealing asset for many. I think, we've talked about in the past how cryptocurrency has almost been like taboo in certain traditional financial economic circles. guys, you look at what's happening in the world. You look at the shortages that are occurring right now in terms of chips, microchips, right? Not potato chips, but chips out of Taiwan. You look at gas shortages that really have plagued the US in the last few weeks or so, subsequent to that Colonial Pipeline hack. Yesterday's big news was that JBS, the meat manufacturing, well, you don't manufacture meat, but I guess the distribution, the slaughterhouse and the distribution company, they were on the verge of a hack that was now kind of averted, but you have a lot of chicken shortages, a lot of meat shortages, pork, beef already in the United States. I'm feeling it in Canada to probably a lesser extent, but I eat a lot of chicken breast in the last, I'd say, couple of months. Like the price of my chicken has doubled. It's ridiculous. So my safe haven, my store of value asset for 5 or so years now has been Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrency and altcoins. That's just kind of my point of view. I'm curious to know your thoughts about this, but let's move on to some positive news here, courtesy of Glassnode data. The average transaction fees, get this, for both Bitcoin and Ethereum have returned to levels not seen since January of 2021, so about 4 months ago, and August, September of last year, 2020, during the so-called DeFi summer. The average transaction fee paid on each network is currently $7.38 for Bitcoin and $6.08 for Ethereum. Not too bad at all. That could change, of course, but just kind of a tiny positive observation that I wanted to share because I was surprised that they've gotten that low. And don't get me wrong, they should be lower than that. They should be pennies or even actually lower than pennies. But I think we're, in the midst of all of this market chaos right now. We've had a good day in terms of prices. We're seeing good observations in the form of metrics like these. So just wanted to share that little bit of positivity. Last bit of positivity here before we launch into some of the altcoin news. For those that have been using this crash for the Peter Schiffs of the world that have been taking advantage of this crisis, the naysayers that have been disparaging Bitcoin and altcoins and all of crypto, just want to point out some of the numbers here objectively. So MicroStrategy, MSTR, that is Michael Saylor's company, their performance as of yesterday, the 2nd of June, 2021. So since the start of MicroStrategy's Bitcoin Treasury program, they're up. This is after the crash. This is after the May 19th flash crash to 30K. MicroStrategy as of June 2nd is up 270%, their stock price, that is. And yeah, they were a little bit higher for a while. They've come back down and they've kind of settled here. But what kind of a company experiences 270% growth over the course of even a year? Over the course of 5 years, that would be tremendous. That would be terrific. This hasn't even been a year yet. So 270% growth for MSTR stock. By comparison, Bitcoin has also grown. Again, even despite the crash, even despite the carnage that we've seen recently, Bitcoin is still up 229% in these last several months. A good, measure of comparison is the NASDAQ, the gold standard according to some of investment, up only 25.7%. An order of magnitude less than both MicroStrategy and Bitcoin. So yeah, I guess we suffered a crash. I mean, that is true, but it's all a matter of perspective. It's all a matter of your time horizon. This is how Anthony Pompliano looks at it. People are paying right now $38,700 for 1 unit of internet magic money. And they're going to be paying more in the future. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week or next month, maybe not even next year, because this is an unpredictable space. But with near certainty, I can say that it's going to be more in 5 years. It's going to be a lot more in 10 years. What is it going to be in 20 years? What is it going to be in 50 years? To harken back to this point that I made, what's going to be the beneficial bet for you to hold USD in the long term when you have stimulus proposal after spending bill after trillions and trillions and trillions that just endlessly keep getting printed? Is that a better bet? Or despite the volatility, maybe is Bitcoin a better bet? Not financial advice. You guys can make up your own mind, certainly. Actually, we also have another additional piece of positive news. This is kind of a follow-up to the story that we covered the other day out of RBI, the Reserve Bank of India, that said basically, disregard the 2018 memo. We're actually cool with cryptocurrencies. No need to ban them, despite what we may have said in the past, issuing an official statement to that effect. This is a little bit more recent. So HDFC Bank, India's largest private sector bank, just told its clients to, quote, ignore their previous warning about virtual currency use. So HDFC Bank now, in addition to RBI, the Reserve Bank of India, coming out and look, eating crow, right? They're having to backtrack on what they previously said. There's no doubt about it. So good news all around, guys. There's reason to be optimistic. Let's discuss some altcoin projects now, beginning with some of our favorites. Chainlink is in the news. ZeroSwap Labs has expanded its integration with Chainlink, now using VRF. That's verifiable random function on 0x Polygon, aka MATIC, to determine user allocations for in-demand projects launched on its ZDO platform. Chainlink VRF ensures participants are selected in a verifiably random manner. You can read more about that on medium.com. You can also check out ZeroSwap Labs here on Twitter. ZeroSwap is a decentralized IDO platform, and they use Chainlink VRF to draw winning tickets. We are multi-chain compatible. The core feature of ZeroSwap is pre- and post-IDO services such as cross-chain bridging solutions to mint tokens across Binance Smart Chain and Polygon, aka MATIC, once again. Very good news all around. DAFI protocol is in the news here. They're proud to announce a partnership with ZKSwap Official. The token swap protocol will use DAFI Smart Synthetics to reshape its ZKS rewards distribution program by introducing DZKS tokens. Switch to DAFI, same chains, but better rewards. More on that is available on dafiprotocol.medium.com. You can also read about it here on the website, altcoinbuzz.io. With this related news, DAFI protocol launches Liquidity Rewards program and liquidity providers on DAFI can earn a tremendous APY. Referencing this tweet, which we didn't cover, this is a separate one, but there's a lot happening for DAFI at the moment. The DAFI liquidity program is live starting today, and this is from a few days ago, the 31st of May, so it's now live. Users who provide liquidity to the DAFI ETH trading pair on Uniswap will be rewarded with an initial APY of 401.83%. We've allocated 5 million DAFI tokens for at least 30 days. Probably too late to get your hands on that now, given that this is a competitive rate. Let's put it that way. But you can check it out. Read the full write-up here by Rachel for more information. And finally, before moving on to our $50 Ethereum giveaway, we have Secret Network, which is in the news. Secret announcing CHSBK trading incentivization token for Secret Swap cashback is live now on app.secretswap.io/cashback. You can redeem CSHBK for EFI. The more you trade, the more CSHBK you earn. Also, SEFI Developer Fund is live, new Secret Swap documents, and more. So a lot happening with Secret Network. You can read more about that here. We're on scrt.network/blog. You can check it out for the full write-up here and all the additional information you may be interested in. All right, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army, let's switch gears now and take a look at yesterday's video, in which we discussed updates relating to Dogecoin, Uniswap, Harmony, Binance, Smart Chain. Engine, of course, was in the news with a major JumpNet announcement. So let's check out that video here. Of course, to participate in to participate in these Ethereum giveaways, you have to, number one, you got to like the video. So like the video that you're watching right now. Number two, subscribe to Altcoin Buzz News, our new channel. And number three, comment using the letters ETH, or the word Ethereum. If you do all three, you are eligible to win the prize. Looking at yesterday's video, a lot of comments, 679 comments. Well done there. 240 likes. I mean, the likes are going up. You guys are doing a good job on the likes. Don't get me wrong. And I'm pretty proud of that like to dislike ratio. But ideally, they'd be on par. They'd be even, right? 240 likes. 679 comments. We've got to bring up the likes a little bit. So if you guys can do that, then you're really going to help us grow indeed. Let's go ahead and copy the URL from this video. We insert that, of course, into the Raffle Dash YouTube random comment selector. As long as you're not a previous winner and as long as you meet those criteria, then you are indeed eligible to win. It's that easy. And the winner of $50 worth of ETH, Redox Nook, ETH, Hope this is just the calmness before the bull storm. Yeah, I think so too. I think this, I've talked about this in the past. Redox, I've talked about how it's certainly been a disruption, right? Like nobody expected a 50, 60% decline by some metrics, by some perspectives. That's the largest ever. Like May, for example, it's the worst May we've ever experienced, month of May in Bitcoin's history. So bit of a black swan event there, especially in the midst of all the euphoria, all the confidence that we were feeling in the market. I think it caught a lot of people off guard. It blindsided a lot of people, myself included. But I don't think it disrupts the macro trend. I think maybe the bull market now is extended for a little bit more than we would have liked or we would have anticipated. But in just my opinion, not financial advice, I do not think we're going to have to wait another 4 years for new all-time highs. Absolutely not. There's too much happening behind the scenes. There's too much infrastructural progress being made. So I remain optimistic. I hope, as you do, that it's just the calmness before the bull storm. So Redox Nook, reply to your own comment, please. Find your comment in yesterday's video. Reply to your own comment with the Ethereum address to which you would like us to send you your $50 worth of Ether. It's that easy, guys. You may as well throw your hat into the race, enter these competitions. That about wraps it up for today, everybody. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels. Keep checking back into our website, altcoinbuzz.io. Like, subscribe, share. Hit the bell to receive notifications if you enjoyed today's video. Best of luck, of course, if you choose to invest, but none of this is financial advice. Join us on our Trade Signals Telegram group for more information, but just like this video, that's also not financial advice. It is a collective discussion where you can get informed, on the level of chart analysis, price analysis, project updates. I always pin that information to the top of the comments section, so you can find that below. Again, our Telegram Trade Signals group. You're very welcome to join, but it's not financial advice. Stay safe, everybody, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. Have a great Thursday. And as always, we hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.